are underway in Buffalo. Here comes Deontay Harris from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Now, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Ball at the 23, second and 8. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. This defense for the Pats, they were excellent a week ago in the win over Pittsburgh.
No matter what coverage was called, they were right in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long, step for step, running their routes with them. Turned out they were right there every time the ball was in the air, and they came away with 5 interceptions in that one.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. This is Harris. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Well, these two teams, you might remember, met in Foxborough earlier in the season with the Patriots winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Buffalo. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 43-yard line.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So third and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Now it's Fields. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. They run for it with Harris. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Remember, that was 4th and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and 4th and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Fields. Escaping the pressure right. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he doesn't quite make it. Taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big play there for the Patriots. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Harris will take this one in. Touchdown, Patriots. First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Zerline good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Looking to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2nd and 2. Back to throw again. And he's got this to Jefferson. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Justin Jefferson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. Point after, right down the middle. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Fields. He rifles one that's intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He didn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. From the 29, Fields. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll look to throw. And he's caught right at the 10-yard line. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. They'll run here with Taylor. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Taylor again. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll try and run. Taylor. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
And this is up and good from Pinheiro. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Fields now to throw. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Now a first down carry for Harris. 63 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. They hand this off to Harris. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Harris. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. On 3rd down, here's an option play left. And they're going to lose some on this play. Being knocked back to the 18. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit. This just a 35-yard attempt from the left hash. Zerline's kick is up and through. And they're back within a touchdown. It's 17-10. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach. It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 47, and he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no doubt about that, Brandon.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. That's swung out wide to Harris. And he is is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Fields. Flushed out right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap, Fields. And that throw behind his man. He missed him, incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Fields. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They snap it to Fields. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They'll look to throw here. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Back to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. The Pats at the line ready to go as they take over with just 17 seconds left before the break. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. first down, and they go back to Harris. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Fields. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They run with Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, where the Bills taking the lead into the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
To throw is Fields. It's brought in by Harris. And he goes out right around the 39.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run with Harris. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 137 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Off play action. Fields. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket. Throwing on 3rd down, Fields.
And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on fourth down? And they are going for it. Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And a quick throw here that's complete. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him. Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Here's 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Taylor. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Jonathan Taylor with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. And Euro now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 14. Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Harris. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. This is Harris. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 171 yards rushing for him so far in this one as he nears 1,400 for the year. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 41. Here's Fields. He gets it complete to Harris. Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Fields. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's got a 1st down as a tackle made at the Bills' 26.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. An option handoff given to Harris. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's been a remarkable day at the office for him running the football. Those yards just continue to pile well past 100.
And how about more than double-digit carries in the second half alone? That's what you want as a runner because you've got to prove to your offensive line that you're going to be as tough as they are. They don't rotate in and out on every play. Running backs often do, so those who can stay out there with their offensive linemen, those are the guys they really value.
Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try and run with Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Damian Harris with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Patriots have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Zerline now for the PAT. He's got it, and it's 24-17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now back to throw. Being chased out left. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
On first down, Harris. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Fields. Hit as he throws there. Incomplete.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. New England on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going for it. This is Harris. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Damian Harris, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Patriots are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. Here comes Harris out of the end zone. No return there for Harris. And the drive will begin at the 25. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one complete to Smith. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll look to throw again. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. Try to punch it in with Taylor. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. Fourth and short, they had the ball right at the midfield stripe. Was curious what they were going to do. Turns out going for it, the good play.
Reminded me of a conversation we had yesterday before this game where you said, you know, it's interesting about the NFL nowadays. Oftentimes in short yardage situations, they throw the ball. In the old days, they would run it. That was an old school call right there.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Touchdown, defense.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Odafe Owe in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Defensively, mission accomplished, and now with under 3 to go, they may be the last team holding the football.
They may very well be the last team holding the football, unless, of course, you're facing a group that is really aggressive offensively and may want to take a gamble, but theoretically, you've done your job now. You should get the ball back on a punt, but I'd be alert for a fake.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. This one angles out of bounds in a good spot in the coffin corner. And they're going to mark this out of the 5-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. Second and 6. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. To throw on second and 6. Fields. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Out of the gun, Fields. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on 4th down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made, in my estimation.
Here's Johnny Hecker now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he wisely will throw that one away. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Switch up. 45 to
They're going to look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith. And he's brought down. Inside of a minute to go now. 2 timeouts left. Still in pretty good shape.
I think they're in excellent shape here if they use the timeouts judiciously and use the sideline as an additional timeout.
First and 10, Taylor now. And he's got some space here. It's open. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together, make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for the Bills, the final 3 weeks are going to tell the story for them as they move to 9-5 with the win. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Miami Dolphins. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll get a home date next week against the Minnesota Vikings. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.